What up, y'all? It's your boy R to the A to the S. Yes. Roz here with Proceed with Caution Blog. And today, I'm interviewing a brother from Hustle City. Y'all know him. He used to be a trapaholic. He used to listen to gangster rap music. People like Spice One. My name is Spice One. My Uzi wait But God saved his life. And now he's ministering to the gangsters. So give it up, y'all, for the one and only Randy Watson, cousin. Give it up for Mr. Json.
What it do, y'all? What it do? Proceed with Caution Blog. And I'm telling you, when I'm on Proceed with Caution Blog, it's the best bet that y'all proceed with caution. So let's get it, baby.
Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. I want to talk about the city, man. The city life. Let's talk about some of the politics of the city. So let's look at like the police, like the attitude of the police for many in the city is kind of a negative view, a little hostility and stuff like that. How do you like personally view the police as a Christian? Has that changed like before you were saved to now?
That very good question, man. At first I hated the police, man. Like my mindset was police stereotype black people, right? Or particularly dudes from the hood. But the funny thing is that whenever they pulled me over, they was right. So it wasn't a stereotype. I mean, they was doing their job. But now when I view it, man, like just looking at the scriptures and how it talks about appreciating authority, like we don't appreciate the police when we in our situations until somebody we know gets killed, or until somebody we know gets robbed, or until somebody we know, something like that happens to them. So like now just looking at the scriptures and being like, wow, like, and I have to wrestle with that because in my heart, I still don't like police. But I have to wrestle with the reality like, yo, like God placed authority. He set that up, you know what I mean? And trying to just grow in appreciation, man. So, like I remember the police broke in my, not the police, but could have been the police. But some dudes broke in my crib like when I was in St. Louis like 3 times in a row. Like the 3rd time they took the copper piping out my basement, everything, yo. And the first people I called was the police, you know what I mean? So it's amazing how we don't want to see judgment or justice pronounced on us, but we want to see judgment or justice pronounced on others, you know? So.
Okay. Second question, prison system. How do you view the, you know what I'm saying, incarceration rates of minorities? Do you think the prison system is specifically targeting, you know what I'm saying, more minorities get in prison than other groups? What are your thoughts?
I don't want to necessarily say that they're targeting minorities. What I will say is that the prison system, man, like it's not about rehabilitation anymore. And that's the most dangerous thing. Like I got partners that's locked up and they come out the same because they spending this time in jail, but they're not really being rehabilitated. So the jail system is hoping that maybe just the consequences of your sentence will change you, opposed to, and I ain't even talking about necessarily from a godly standpoint. I'm just talking about a person going from wilding out to having better morals. Like the jail system is not set up by which it rehabilitates a person. So for example, you get a dude, get out of jail, they send him to the halfway house. Right. They send him to the halfway house and the halfway house like, go get a job. Well, this dude ain't never filled out an application. This dude ain't never read a resume or wrote a resume. This dude don't even know how to dress when he go to a job interview. Like I remember when I used to go to job interviews, like I thought I was looking good, but you remember when them Fat Albert sweaters, like I used to go to job interviews in them joints because I thought I was stepping it up. But that ain't how you go to no job interview. So just saying that to say like the system isn't set up to rehabilitate dudes. And I think it's one, just the reality of being reactive and not proactive. And I think the police are the same way. You come to St. Louis, police just react to situations. It's not enough police to be proactive. So they're not preventing crime, they're just reacting to crime that happens. So dudes go to jail and they're not being proactive and setting up dudes for when they get out. They just reacting to what dudes do to get them in.
Okay. All right, last question. What do you think about the drug laws? Some people feel that we should try to legalize drugs. Like that would solve it. Like if you decriminalize drugs, then it'll be less crime, less drug lords, things of that sort. You think that would be an effective way, or you think another way would help our society?
First, I'm surprised you ain't asked me no questions about music. I'm blown away by that reality. But it is what it is. In terms of, and not my music, but just ideas of music.
Right.
But the question was, how do I feel about
like legalizing drugs?
Oh heck nah, you don't want to legalize drugs, man. Like I think Richie Righteous said it best. He made a dope statement in his album. He said, if you legalize, he says something along the lines where if we legalize drugs, then here comes the pedophiles. And the idea was the more we start opening our lives up to sin and things of that nature, especially, like we gonna end up opening up the doors for other things. And just being a dude who's experienced like a mother or people in my family who have wrestled with drugs, you know what I mean? And just the idea of if drugs were legalized, like I would be getting blowed. Like it would, you know what I mean? Like, but I'm just the reality that we don't want mind-altering things like that to be legalized. I mean, it's and another thing, if that does happen, like it's gonna get ugly, dog. Cats just gonna find something else to sell. Like the Bible is clear that we invent evil ways, dog. Like nothing's gonna stop us from inventing more evil things. You know what I'm saying? So definitely not a wise idea.
Okay. There he is, Json, talking about the politics of the city. It's your boy Rise here with the Crossing Blog, Kobe Sutz, and I'm out. Triples.